Hi guys, I'm Sahar from BizAsia. Thank you so
Hi.
much for joining me and speaking to me. And I really wish I had more time to just gush about how good you guys are in The White Tiger, but I
Yay.
don't. Just the amount of detail that has gone into your characters, Balram and Pinky, it's impeccable, from the way you guys talk to the way you guys, are lit, the hair, makeup, the wardrobe. How much of an input did you guys have in that? Priyanka, why don't you start?
Well, I have to say, and others will speak about this in detail because, he's our star. But I think Ramin and the joy of working with Ramin as a director is that he gives you so much freedom as a performer. He asked me what Pinky would wear. He asked me what her hair would be like. He told me, you decide what are the shoes she'll wear in this. And, he makes you sort of create the entire personality of the character based on the pages yourself. So you have so much freedom when you're going into a scene to just know exactly who your character is. And it's very, very detailed. I mean, we had a ridiculously amazing team that came together to provide the detailing in this movie because that's what our captain of the ship wanted, who's Ramin.
What about you, Adarsh? In Balram, especially, there's just so many little things like his hands and like his facial hair, and like even like the little knickknacks he carries around with him. How much input did you have in that?
Yeah, I mean, the character is based on something that Arvind Adiga wrote many, many years ago. But Ramin is such a genius. He just let us fly with the characters. He just gave us so much space to make it very personal and add our own little nitty gritties to it and add our own inputs to the character. Um, like, for example, the Bangalore Balram, when it came to that, Ramin would ask me, what are the things do you think would be part of his office? And what kind of clothes do you think he would wear? Do you think he would wear shoes that would have a slight heel because he's insecure? So, like, when you start discussing your character in such detail, I think it feels very personal. And once it becomes very personal, then you really attach yourself to that, and you give it your all. And yeah, we just tried to. I think all of us tried to uh, um, just do our best in becoming the characters that we were playing.
So when these things show up on screen, it really resonates with the audience. But when you guys are on set, does that also make a difference to your performance?
The detailing, you mean?
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. Familiarity is the most important part of being an actor. You have to be, because you're not playing yourself, unless you're playing yourself, of course, that's different. But you have to get to know your character as much as you know yourself. So you've got to know their habits, you've got to know what they like, you got to know how they walk, they talk, what their preferences are, where they're coming from, where they're going. Because there's no solitary emotion ever in a human being. So in the same way, there's not a solitary emotion in a character, and you've got to be really familiar. So performances really change, and I learned this actually many years ago when I started working in the industry, that the more I detailed my characters, the better my performances were. So I just, in spite of the filmmaker, just started doing that. But having Ramin in my corner, who was so detailed, was such a win for me.
Yeah, but do you agree? I mean, sorry, others, do you agree?
Yeah, no, I absolutely agree. And, we just had the luxury of time to sort of understand the people who were
Hmm.
playing. And I spent roughly 2.5, 3 months prepping for and as Balram. So I think when it came to shooting for the film while on set, I mean, of course, when the camera's cut, you have normal conversations with the people. But because acting is such a psychophysical process, and because you've spent such a long time in trying to understand this one person, your body knows what it's doing.
Yeah.
So once your body gets used to it, then you can still be having a normal conversation about anything else, but your body still knows how to react once the camera comes on. So yeah, I mean, it was a beautiful process.
Thank you so much for talking to me again. And I really,
Thank you
really
so
wish
much,
you the
Sahar.
best of luck with this movie.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.